I'm in the dismantling shop today. It's Saturday, shut down. So I was wanting to show something that we typically don't, which is sort of how the sausage is made. These 8RT tractors are a little new to us, so I'm going to kind of walk around on one side here and give you some insight on how we see it, how we're going to sell it, so that we don't just sell individual parts here. We sell the major assemblies, and so with these shortages the way they are, explaining some of these pieces, hopefully up front a little bit, helps the guy see this video, and maybe he knows, up front that, if he's looking for this, this spring here, we can't help him. So we're going to start. This machine was burnt pretty good on the front, but here on the rear we got a complete final drive. These come in multiple sizes, 92-inch, 120-inch, and 160. I believe this is a 120, and everything's the same left and right except for this main housing where the lift cylinder goes. So here, following basically the standard procedure, which would be to remove either slide out your wheel or you remove it, and then you're able to do we put a dial indicator on this, and we got a little stand that we put that underneath, and we can do a vertical axle test. So that will tell us if there's any play in the axle bearings, and if it's over 0.007, the bearings got too much play in it. It's time to replace them. If it won't move because it got hot, then the bearing's locked up. It's got to be replaced also. So a couple different scenarios is that if we take this off, or we test it, if it tests good, if it rotates good, and we get it off and there's nothing inside that's shown that it was out of oil or any surface rust because of no oil, then we'll just pop in a new seal and we'll sell it as a good used one. We don't paint a whole lot so that a guy can see what he's getting. Just try not to hide anything. So hydraulic pump, when you get to something like this, if it's rebuildable, that's the only way you can sell it. A little bit more problematic. Same thing, anything hydraulic, these cylinders, they'll just be junk. We won't keep those cylinders at all. But the final drive will be good. The hitch arms are going to be okay. So left-hand side, it's about the same. So moving to the track system. Here on this rear idler, we're going to sell the rear idler with the kingpins and the reaction arm, I believe it's called. This hub would sell separately, I think. But basically, we see on the calls we get and the sales we make, when this goes bad, it looks like the entire piece goes bad. So we'll split the main housing right here, or the frame here, and sell it from there back. Then you get to your front frame, it'll sell bare by itself until we get to the front tension arm. So it doesn't have any fire on it, just a tad there on the front. And here you can see where there was oil in it, where the fire line was. It's got a set of weights on it. Fire doesn't hurt the weights. So this assembly, if they were good, we would sell the cylinder, and then we would sell the accumulator. These will get pitched, and we'll have a frame. So the fire doesn't hurt the cast at all. Never had any issue there. Cylinders, it makes them toast. Going down to the mid-idlers, or mid-rollers, excuse me. Obviously we don't get, you don't have any bogeys, but the mid-rollers, we'll check those out, and if they, based on the value of them, we'll probably sell these in sets of 3, like for a side. This little support probably goes with the frame because it's kind of, well, that's what it supports, I guess. Or I guess it supports this, but see how that works. But basically, my main point today, the part shortage is turned on a ton of new customers, especially dealers. Dealers are used to buying a piece at a time. And so one video helps us get out the word of what we're doing, the 8RT tractors. We got 3 of them we're getting ready to process. Here was one that we just finished. You know, everything was pretty good on it. It just had a light cab fire. The transmission and even the engine was okay in it. The 8RTs with the IVTs in them, or the 16-speed, either one, we're actually we've got a Deere dealer rebuilding those. So we've been selling a few of them, but they sell about as fast as we can get them right now because you can't get them from Deere. So if we can help you out on any major assembly, trying to help you understand why we don't sell the individual part off of some pieces, then we'd be glad to help you. And we'll have these off and get them processed, and they'll be ready to go when you need them. Thanks for watching.